We coined it pace and space. Guys, that hasn't changed.
Even without LeBron, Doris, they have personnel to score. Thanks. Here is Harden, following the basket by Chris Bosh.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Back to Wade. From the baseline. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 8 points.
Dwayne Wade last season shooting a career high from the field. Not the focal point offensively playing alongside LeBron, but he responded with the most efficient offensive season of his career.
And Wade last season with the fewest three-point attempts Clark of his career.
And I think that was by intention, Kevin. He wanted to be much more efficient, so he decided to stay inside the arc. It hasn't been a strength of his throughout his career, but as he ages and loses some of that athleticism, I think he's going to have to look to reshift the balance of his shot attempts going forward.
Miami with the ball, following the score by Houston. Anderson kicks to Cole. Bosh passes to Cole. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Goes up the baseline. The putback and the dunk by Bosh.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint.
Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
The Heat trail by 6. Outside Bosh. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on a reason. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
Anderson dishes to Granger. And again, it's the Heat missing. Rockets leading by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson kicks to Canaan. Back to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Here's Adrian. That will count. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, it's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
We've got Josh McRoberts, Allen out there with Chalmers. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Chalmers pass to Allen. To the middle. McRoberts misses.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Harden can't hit.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Mario Chalmers coming into last season made a bet with Ray Allen about how much each could slim down and get in peak shape. Seemed to pay dividends for Chalmers in particular, who had probably the best season of his NBA career.
And Chalmers really not the quickest point guard in the league, but he has active hands defensively and pretty good feet. Those takeaways help get the Heat out in the open court, which certainly plays to their strengths.
Chris Bosh has checked in for Danny Granger. The Heat trail by 4. Bosh sets the pick for Allen. And it's Dang in the corner. Tries again, and the nice bucket inside from Bosch.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Reza dishes to Beverly. From deep, Harden. Harden missing again. And Chalmers, more of a role player for the Heat. Not a huge playmaker, Steve, but he can knock down open threes.
Yeah, he's an efficient scorer, and his passing has gotten better over the last couple of seasons. He's a perfect role player for Miami because he can guard opposing point guards extremely well and then slide off the ball when Wade has him.
Harden and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Ray Allen picks one up.
Harden doing it all. 22 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
And he sinks the second.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
And the Heat call time here.
Afraid of us, you know this ain't a game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on. This is serious. We could make you delirious. We should have a healthy fear of us. There's too much of us, it's dangerous. Come on, so dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip on squad is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Hold your breath, we swinging it from right to left. With the rock left, be hot to death. Staying alive, you know only the strongest survive.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment." and walk away with a win. Guys?
Bosch sets the pick for Chalmers. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And the technical free throw is good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here is Nick Roberts. Here's Bosch. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Rockets foul. Dwight Howard. That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And the Rockets have not defended well against Bosch.
He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And that is good. Allen's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
You know, they've also been very good from the free throw line. I mean, that's been a very important part of what they've done today.
Rockets trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. That's good.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game by giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
Bosch against Howard. Bosch kicks to Chalmers. Bosch sets the pick for Chalmers. Kicks it out to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Inside to Bosch. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bosch has got 8 points in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively. But I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Howard. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
Passes it to Bosch. Now, here's Chalmers. Defended by Beverly.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
The 3 from Harden. Offensive rebound, Howard. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From downtown, knocks down the 3.
And there's been zero effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Now, here is Harden. Can't get the 3 to fall.